ladies, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support you shower me here with. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about United States calling for a ceasefire in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Why are they are calling for a ceasefire for 3 days? I think 3 days ceasefire. Why does it have to be 3 days? We are not calling for a 3 days ceasefire. What we are calling for is stop everything, all the illegal mining and all that you all are doing in Congo. I mean, stop everything. We are not calling for 3 days. There is no need for 3 days ceasefire. And then after 3 days, you continue your evil act. And I want you to note that the people in Congo are already going through hell. And who are the people sponsoring all those things going on in Congo? United States, Israel, United Kingdom, which other country? France and Sweden. They are the people leeching the people of Congo, sucking them, and at the same time using Rwanda military to invade them. And now it looks like they are fighting themselves, and everybody's asking, why is it that African countries are fighting themselves? It is not African countries fighting themselves. It is people that are out there igniting what is going on.
So the war in Gaza, the genocide in Gaza wasn't the only thing that was being voted upon in the UN. So it looks like the US has agreed to a 3-day ceasefire ahead of the election going on in Congo. So as we continue to focus on what's been going on in Gaza and Congo, there's about to be a huge election that could determine the future of the direction that the Democratic of Congo goes. Now, for those of you who are unaware or haven't seen the Congo content, I need you to understand that this is just as dire as Gaza and Palestine, because as we speak, there are children that are mining for cobalt and lithium in those mines in the Congo. Thankfully, there was a 3-day ceasefire, but what does that mean? That does not mean that those children and those families have not stopped mining. Not to mention, they're mining for those natural resources with no equipment. In addition to that, these large tech companies have admitted that there are other options where they're able to purchase the equipment and be able to hire people in order to do it, or at the very least, pay the Congolese to be able to purchase the equipment that they need in order to mine this stuff accurately. But they've chosen to do it in the worst way possible because it is the cheapest and it gets their rocks off. So as a result, we have been able to obtain a 3-day ceasefire. Like I said, that does not stop the crimes against the Congolese that have been currently going on in not in Gaza, y'all, Congo. Lord, the fight has been a long fight, and I knew once we got at least Gaza on some kind of ceasefire that the U.S. would feel under fire and a lot of pressure to be a little bit more kinder in those other countries. Now, this is prime time for all of us activists to start putting more and more pressure on the UN, the US, and every other country to speak out on what's going on in Congo. Now, in the future, we have realized that a lot of us are pretty desensitized when it comes to the suffering of Black and brown people, especially when it comes to the darker tones and them fighting one another. Now, in the situation that's going on in Palestine and Gaza, it was a little bit more easier for people to be able to side with the Palestinians, seeing as they don't have any army. They don't have any kind of support outside of themselves. In addition to that, we had to stand up and fight for them, which is exactly what we're asking of our peers here in America and all over the world. In some way, shape, or form, we have profited off of the suffering of the people in Congo. If you have an electronic baby, if you're watching this right now, you have profited off of the suffering of the people in Congo. So just like Palestine, you have a fiduciary duty to hold your government responsible for the crimes of the Congolese people. Do you hear me? In 3 days, we need to make some noise, as much noise as we can. We got some people watching over Palestine. We need to redivert our efforts and to continue fighting for Palestine. But in addition, we do have to set aside some time to utilize these next 3 days to scream as loud as we can, pump out as much content as we can, do whatever we can to ensure that we free the people of Congo and Sudan. Trust and believe we had no intentions of ever stopping at Palestine in the same format that Israel never planned to stop at Palestine. Neither did we, baby. Neither did we. We plan on coming after every single country that you have decided to ethnically cleanse and get you up out of there. You got to go. We don't give a damn about how it's their own people doing it. We know exactly who put the guns in their hands, told them how to do that, and decided that they would put their own people up against them. It's time for y'all to get the stepping. So what do we need to do? The same amount of noise that we made for Palestine, we need to turn around and continue making noise for Palestine, but also continue making noise for Congo. It's time to kick it into high gear, baby. We only got 3 days. We only got 3 days. We only got 3 days. So the war in Gaza, the genocide in Gaza wasn't the only...
If that is true, based on what you had read, and I'm not doubting you, why is it that today, on December 11, 2023, United States took it upon themselves to launch an explosion that has white phosphorus in it? I tried to put it in the video, but for some reason, TikTok will not allow me to bring the content, so they shadow banned me. Instead of them put me on community guideline, they shadow ban me and not allow me to see it. It's on me. All you have to do is go on Precious Pearl Jam or go to I Am the Real Black Pearl and you'll see it there. Now, they did it this morning. It so happened that the attack went into Lebanon. So not only did they shower this white phosphor. Now, the white phosphor is a chemical compound. It's a very lethal one. They're saying that once it goes into the air, anyone that breathes into it, it has respiratory problems. Now, they're trying to dispute and saying that the United States didn't have anything to do with it. But they said it came from Air Force One. And they launched it. And they did it today. And they also hit Lebanon. And they come to find out that what they did was a big mistake. Now, you already did the work already. So even if they're trying to do the ceasefire to hold it for 3 days for the election, they already did an attack already. All right, look at today's article on the white phosphor article and do the thorough reading about it. So when they're telling us one thing, they're doing something else. And you can't really blame the news media because this is what they're telling them to say. Okay? It's ridiculous. And then even on this TikTok ad, you say certain things and you bring it to fruition that's actual true and you're reading it and showing it to people. Only certain people can make the content and not others can't do that. So they try to prevent certain things and try to filter other people not to bring the press. Make it make sense, TikTok. Make it make sense. And also with United States, make it make sense. You guys are just doing things and causing problem, but it's always the poor person that's going to be suffering off of your foolishness. Your children and family members, and I'm referring to all the people that's a high elite that's making all these decision making. And you're not making accurate decision making because poor people are the ones who have to deal with the situation, not you guys.
Can I just say there is something to be said about how fucking nasty the U.S. government can be? Do you mean to tell me that, and let's also be fucking honest here, the Democratic Republic of Congo got the vast majority of its attention because of the people who've been fighting for Palestine. The people who have been talking about what is happening in the Democratic Republic of Congo have been screaming into the void for years, trying to get us all to pay attention to the people of Congo. And it has been unsuccessful. But because the conversation has been striked about collective liberation, it has brought about more focus and attention being brought to the Democratic Republic of Congo. And in my opinion, still not enough. But to see the U.S. so fucking callously call for a ceasefire in what is happening in the Rwandan-backed, I think militia group that is essentially being partially or if not totally funded by the U.S., and partially funded by Israel, is the fact that they could have done this the whole time. The U.S., though, does not want to have to deal with two major issues that Americans are focusing on that have to do with international policy. But what bothers me the most about this is just because they have called for a ceasefire and a ceasefire is allegedly being agreed upon, it does not mean that the mining in the Democratic Republic of Congo has now stopped. Children are still being forced to work in mines. People are still being forced to work in mines without adequate rest, without adequate access to food, without adequate access to the proper protection gear. Like, this is still an ongoing violence that is being enacted on the land of the Democratic Republic of Congo. And to make matters worse, this is only a 72-hour ceasefire. This is not a long-term ceasefire. And that is something that we really need to talk about. The Democratic Republic of Congo is not only watching as all of its resources are being violently taken, but then violence is being enacted on the bodies of the people who are the ones doing all the work and seeing none of the payback, or payout, I should say. And I just, once again, want us to not be distracted by this bullshit that they try to put in our face, and to still find more sustainable ways to access technology, not buying things when you don't actually need things, but because you want to be up on the latest trend or whatever the fucking bullshit is. And specifically, if you are an American who is watching this, we have a unique ability to advocate for the rights of people all over this world. We have the unique ability to not put our dollar into violence that is being enacted on other people. We have that unique control and power, and we must use it.
Guys, these politicians are scrambling because they know what we are saying about Congo. We have dug all the proof we have of their involvement in the conflict in Congo. And guess what? An article was just released yesterday saying that the U.S. is scrambling to avoid another foreign policy crisis, this time in Congo. They literally made a plan and a proposal for the leaders of Congo and Rwanda to come to an agreement to reduce the fighting going on over there, and that, you know, to just end this whole conflict and stuff. We know, USA, that you are involved in this mess. You fund the Rwanda rebels with Israel. You guys fund those military people to go and attack innocent civilians in Congo. We know. And right now we are making noise. We are angry. And we have been talking about Congo for the past 2 months alongside what's happening in Palestine. And they are scrambling. They're freaking out because we are digging their dirt. We are exposing everything in their closet. So apparently the proposal includes commitments for Rwanda to pull back its forces and offensive military equipment by January 1st, and for Congo to ground its drones, according to a roundout of the meetings. Who gave Rwanda those offensive military equipments? Israel. Who backs Israel? America. Like, we are not stupid. We know you guys are, the pressure. We are doing such a wonderful job, and you guys don't stop talking about Congo, Palestine, and all these other atrocities. They hear us, they see us, and they know we are digging all of their dirts and exposing them, and it's putting pressure onto them. Who gave them? Who gave the Rwandan military all these equipments, these offensive military equipments? America. Most of these equipment, military bombs and rifles and stuff are created here in America and shipped over there. Okay? They are responsible for this. And now they're showing face like, oh, you know, we're just gonna propose something so that you guys can stop fighting, and then we, trying to make it seem like, oh, they're so diplomatic and they're gonna come and just stop this whole conflict, and these two group of people are just Africans always fighting each other. This is what they do. They're the devil behind the scenes causing all type of evil, and they come and pretend like they are the good guys. This is America, guys.
I don't know if the Biden administration is trying to repair their image. Are they interfering for their own evil ways? But the U.S. is going to have talks with the Congolese government and the M23 rebels to try to squash the beef by January 1st so things could calm down in the Congo. Historically, the US has had a passive involvement in the Congo, so now they're being more vocal and trying to take steps to quell down the genocide that's happening right now. My apprehension is it's because it's the CIA that's getting involved in this. And knowing the US, what are your true motives? Because y'all are the creators of chaos. So what's the motivation here? If it's well-intentioned, yay, but I'm trying to be realistic here. So let's see if these talks happen. If there is any type of truce that happens by January 1st, I will keep you updated.
Now, I know y'all think that Congo has been forgotten about, but we ain't forget about Congo. Trust and believe. I saw y'all comments asking why I haven't been speaking about Congo, and I need you to know, y'all basically turned the heat up underneath my behind, so here we go. To our cousins in Congo, just know, we ain't forget about y'all, and we on the go when it comes to Congo. Do you hear me? We ready to... Because you gonna let my cousins go. You understand what I'm saying? You gonna let my people go. All right? So, people, I know it's been confusing understanding, well, which way I turn? Do I turn this way? Do I turn this way? Do I turn that way? Unfortunately, we got to take care of all of them, okay? Because there are like 8 different genocides going on right now. And the reason why they happening is because we went to work and the United States used our money to decide that they wanted to go invade in other people's countries. So unfortunately, we have the fiduciary duty to make sure our cousins get out of this foolishness. Just so it's clear, Congo, the people in Congo, they have iPhones too. They just don't want to be enslaved to do that. Like, y'all could literally just pay them to do that and pay them to get the necessary equipment that they need. I feel like they would happily do it if you paid them a sufficient amount of money to do it and gave them the necessary equipment that they need. And also, children should not be mining cobalt and lithium. They're supposed to be children. What is wrong with America and Israel? Children belong in school, running on the playground, having fun with their friends. There is no way in heck I'm going to be sitting here knowing that I have my child and that she's alive and well and able to live her life freely as a child and not think about Congo, Palestine, and Sudan. So let's get it. This is the page on Instagram called Congo Friends. Now, what is Congo Friends? This is the organization that started 20 years ago to aid the liberation of Congo. Think about it, y'all. 2004 was practically 20 years ago. For 20 long years, they have been aiding the fight to liberate Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo. So I found their page on my For You page in Instagram because I was looking for an organization that I wanted to donate my money to and that I could get behind, that I knew for certain was actually helping out Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo. So the interest and awareness around the Holocaust, yes, it's a Holocaust, in Congo over the past few weeks has truly been unbelievable. So they're happy to see how much we are taking an interest in Congo and everything that's going on in Congo. So yay! And I'm proud of all of us too, which is why I've listened to the people in my comments say, girl, you need to be speaking about Congo. And I was like, okay, don't worry, I'm gonna do my research. I'm gonna make sure that I put Congo on the map, because ain't no way that they only got 35,000 people following them on their page. Yes, this is called Friends of Congo. You're gonna make sure that you follow these guys because they have a goal to raise $100,000 so that they can aid the people of Congo and help the displaced people, okay? So you're going to go to Instagram. You're going to follow this page. It's called Friends of Congo. They are a nonprofit organization, and they're raising money to help aid the people that are displaced as a result of the Holocaust going on in Congo. They're consistently posting on a daily basis, updates, everything that you need to know, all the back history. Don't worry, on this page, we're going to still be going over Congo, and I'm going to be alerting you guys of the newest things that we have learned about going on in the Democratic Republic of Congo. There are also other creators on here on TikTok that are speaking loudly and proudly about Congo, Haiti, Sudan. Trust me, we got a lot of work to do. There will never come a time where you won't hear us speaking about it, baby. I've dedicated my platform to aiding the liberation of my people. Yes, Congo being one of them, okay? So, another creator who has donated her time and 50% of her proceeds to liberating Congo, because we have all realized how we have played a role in this and have turned a blind eye while our country, Israel, England, and several other NATO countries have France, we ain't forget about you, France, have aided in, the Holocaust that's going on in Congo. So we are all ensuring that we not only donate to Palestine, but we also include our brothers and sisters in Congo, and we aid in liberating them. What I need from you, follow them. Follow them. There you will see freecongo.org and Friends of Congo. If you don't have anything to donate, that's okay. We're just asking that you either like, share. Same thing as we did with Palestine. We're just asking that you like and share, that you educate your family members and friends, that you let them know, hey, we're not purchasing any new technology. The boycotts will continue. We knew this. We don't need no new technology. We don't need to keep upgrading to a new phone every year. It's stupid. Okay? If you have a working phone, you need to hang on to that for the next 2 to 3 years, my love. We don't need no new laptops. We don't need no new TVs. We don't need none of it, because all of the materials that are inside of those electronics and technology that makes it work and makes the battery last a long time, our cousins are picking out all of those raw natural materials. Yeah, and they're dying as a result of that. Their mothers and sisters are being raped. They're being killed off in the same way the Palestinians are. So I need y'all to go follow this account. I need you, if you can, donate to the Friends of Congo organization. And I need you to spread the word about what's going on in Congo. And I know Christmas is coming up. I know y'all think we had a huge win, but it was only temporary. That when we had yesterday with the UN, it was only temporary, and there's tons of work we need to do. So we need to make it all the way through Christmas and New Year's. No new technology. No new friends. No new friends. I better not see no type of new technology coming from y'all. Do you understand me? Okay? I need you to show your old computer some love. Computer love. Show it some love. Some TLC. Do you understand me? That is how we help Congo. That is how we help free Sudan. That is how we help free Palestine. That is how we help free Haiti. Okay? The majority of the world's natural resources are coming from the places where you see the biggest Holocaust happening to date. And that is how we help free our cousins, our brothers and sisters.
This is all I get from the stitches, and this is just a very soft reminder that we are still boycotting technologies for people in Congo, Sudan, and the rest of the world, because they cannot be, killing and slaving my own people, and we are all out there, purchasing their technologies and all that. Like I've been saying before, if you do not need any telephone, there is no need for you buying a new one. If you have a working one and it's working perfectly great, don't think there is need for you to upgrade, because there is iPhone 15 and all that. So you, like I've been saying it, I've been using my iPhone that I bought since how many years. I wanted to change to iPhone 15, but there is no need changing that. It is working perfectly well. So let's do what we can for our own people, because we need them all in a whole. And you all already know that no one is free, not until everyone is free. They have been laboring, enslaving our own people and life ain't even easy there. Now, I want to ask this. Why is it that almost all the countries going to Holocaust and all that, United States and Israel are involved? And why are they all involved in almost all the horrible things going on almost everywhere around the world? That tells you the kind of people and the kind of government or the kind of system they have. The people that live off people, you know, they leech on other people and then turn back to call them third world countries or call them poor countries when they cannot survive off those countries. Kids that are supposed to be in school 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you see all of them out there working in a horrible condition. Tesla, iPhone, all of the mining cobalts. Why are kids that are supposed to be in school mining cobalts and they are doing this almost for free? And why is it that they are not equipped? And not just only doing that, decided to use Rwandan military to against them. Now look at the whole thing going on. We are always like, it is Africans fighting themselves because that is how it looks. But who are the people? Who are the people somewhere putting fire? It is just not Africans fighting themselves. It is the people out there that are sponsoring everything going on, the fighting and all that. And then it happened that Israel have a major hand in what is going on, then backed up by United States, the British government, France. I also learned Sweden is also part of them. So all of them joined together are all out there sucking and leeching people. It is just horrible how they look at those kids, those innocent kids that are supposed to be in school. How do they feel that those kids are out there mining cobalt? And then kids, young babies are being SA per hour, 60 persons per hour. That shows you the horrible condition they are living in. And the worst part is that one man actually set himself ablaze because he was trying to get media attention. You can imagine how far you have suffered or how far I mean, the pains you have gone through that will make somebody do something like this. You just can't imagine. And, you know, you look at all these things going on in some countries and you see yourself, you are in a very nice apartment. You go to work, your kids go to school. I mean, you have all the basic amenities. Most of these people do not have any amenities, not even they do not have anything, right? They just live life and they don't know. I mean, they live life like today is their last day because they don't know if tomorrow they are going to survive it with everything going on or everything surrounding them. So I want you to also know that you are very opportune also to be in your house, like, you know, eating your food, having your shower. Some people don't know what they are going to eat today. People in Congo, people in Sudan, because some people decided that they will never leave their natural resources. What are they all after? They are all after the natural resources coming out from Congo. Congo should be one of the most amazing, one of the richest countries in the world. But what is going on? The Westerners, all they do is flying in, steal the ones they steal, and the people that are making that money for them, why not make their lives better? If you are stealing, why not even make their lives better? And then why do you have to steal? Then am I asking myself, why do I have to steal? Because they have been stealing all their lives. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.